Good evening everyone, welcome back to Tom Plays Factorio for absolute beginners. We are partway through building a nuclear power station. So I'm going to leave it with those items, but I do need to make some more heat pipes to connect all of this stuff up. And unfortunately, I don't have quite enough steel plates to finish it, I don't think. Nope, we're one short. Okay, that's fine. Right, so what did we have coming in here? So we've got iron, both forms of uranium, uranium fuel cell, okay. And we need more uranium overall than iron. Right. So the iron should be the easier one to do. We could actually unload it on this side. Okay. Oops. And then if we just set up a couple more fast inserters. And there we go. So that's theoretically at least our supply of iron going in. So we're not ready to supply the uranium yet. However, we could do with making sure that we have the right setup for power. Sorry. Okay. That's a really stupid place to put a power pole. Oh, actually, it might be alright. No, it's fine. It is fine. Sorry. So we can still expand up, can't we? We only need 2 spaces free for this. Okay, so in theory, that will work once we've got the uranium coming in. Okay. That's fine. Let's catch a ride back to base. So we've just finished researching rocket fuel. So I may as well start making some of that. Let's see. Okay, so hopefully we can now research the Covarex process, which is here, Covarex enrichment process. Creates uranium-235 from uranium-238. Needs a large amount of uranium-235 as a catalyst. Interesting. Looks like I might need a rocket fuel. Oh no. No, it allows us to make nuclear fuel out of rocket fuel. That's interesting. Okay, well let's set that off going. That uses purple valves rather than yellow. So hopefully it won't be too terrible. Okay, so our new ingredient is rocket fuel. Needs solid fuel and light oil. Okay. So I think up to now, all of our light oil has been cracked to petroleum gas. Okay. Not necessarily against that. But I have no doubt we're going to need rocket fuel. So we need an assembling machine, solid fuel and light oil. We were making the solid fuel from the light oil as well. Ah, we didn't have one. Rocket fuel. Right, now I'm guessing that that comes out as a solid of some kind. To need to make solid fuel from light oil, so we'll need a chemical plant for that. Now we did already have some saved up in theory. Light oil in both of those, and presumably that will come out as a solid, because solid fuel. Just a pipe to ground there, just to give us a little bit of access through. Okay, so there's some solid fuel coming through. So I don't think we currently need this for anything. So we could just store it. I'm imagining we'll need it to power the rockets that we use to finish the game. So we may as well get some building. Okay, looks good. Right, leave that going then. See how it gets on. Okay. So what else did I need? Right, I didn't have enough steel to finish the final copper heat pipe. There we go. Is there anything else that we're short of? We're not great on gear wheels or iron plates. Not a huge surprise because they do get used for a lot of things. Okay, and yeah, we've been needing to go down there for a bit. How are we for weaponry and such like? I think we're fine. We can load them up with ammunition if nothing else. Of course, I'm going to need to actually get one of them to come back. Just get the quarry here. I won't mind just checking where our copper train actually is. Oh. Nope, that's the one I just set off. Aha, stuck there again. I see. Definitely could do with having a look down there. Let's just go make sure the ammo's stocked up and replace any turrets and repair anything that's damaged. It's not immensely clear why we need rocket fuel for the Covrex process, honestly. I mean, it looks like that allows us to make nuclear fuel as well, which obviously would need rocket fuel, but doesn't seem entirely relevant for the basic procedure. Still, not a problem. Right. Just knock some of these in. Make sure you've got plenty of ammunition. At some point we could do mass producing these repair packs as well. The drones are going to need them, if nothing else. Just double check the iron, although it looks like it's all producing quite happily. Okay, great. Let's take the quarry. Actually, let's just check the quarry as well. Did it go past there, but I wasn't paying attention. Nope, that seems like it's producing. Let's just ride this back and let it unload itself properly. And I might see if I can get a copper train to that mine. Okay, still unloading. Still from the first one. Okay, in that case you can take me back to Copper Mine Southwest and I'll just see if there's anything that needs fixing over there. Actually, this is far southwest, isn't it? Yes. So every time I look, it seems to be this one that the train is stalled at. Ah, there we go. Yep, definitely needs fixing. Right, okay. There. That'll hopefully help a bit. Right, let's just take you back. Might just be worth seeing how much artillery we've got. Although we do also need to start moving artillery towards the southern artillery train as well, southwest artillery pickup. And we also need to make said train. Still, maybe we should try and get the copper one operational first. Should pick up some more ammunition as well, so that we've got it next time we're somewhere that needs it. Okay, is there anything else that we're horribly missing? Let's just get these back up to scratch. Alright, we've already made the actual locomotive. Okay, that's good. And we did need one of these, didn't we? Just the one. Okay, cool. Let me just check on our artillery. So I think this is the artillery production. Oh, this is making radar. They just need explosives, which I seem to have some of for some reason. Okay, why do we have no explosives? Because we don't have any coal. Why don't we have any coal? Pretty sure I expanded our coal operations. On the plus side, I actually want to go back there to check on the artillery. Oh, actually, I could just take this train instead. Or not. Come on, get out of the way. I want to get there before the coal train does. Bad. Okay, so we've lost one coal production. May not yet be enough artillery. I suppose it could be. That might actually do the trick. Let's risk it. Oh, there we go. Has it stopped? It's good if it has, because there's still some artillery left. I suppose we were sort of already partially covered by the other artillery base. Okay, brilliant. Yeah, so we already had this area of coverage. Okay, so now we've added this area, so that's good. So let us... Yep, you have 5, you got a bunch of others, that's brilliant. Should help matters a bit. Coal mines now pretty much protected. Right. Well, let's nip across to the nuclear power station. I can just put this little heat conductor in. Oh, looks like we need more ammunition here. Oh, it's not too bad. It's just all in bits. So yeah, in theory, when we power this single reactor up, it will heat up all of these. Oh, these need water as well, don't they? Of course they do. What am I thinking? Okay. So we're going to need a water pipe of some kind. Actually, we could probably move that over as far as we can. Just to work this out, preferably without getting run over. So down here may be where we do the Covarex process. Oh, we've already got some water coming this way. Okay, well that's good. In that case, we can hopefully just take from this water feed. I don't think there are ever any particular problems with pipe diameters or anything. I could be wrong, but I certainly don't remember any. Run this across here. Just fill that in and fill that in, and then hopefully we now have water. Yeah, it's just so the temperature's 15 degrees. Okay, well that's good. That should get things working. Right, so in theory this is all ready to go. It's just that we need the two types of uranium coming in, for which we will need the Covarex process. So that's fine. So I'm guessing it doesn't actually matter where we make repair packs. So if we just check what's actually in them. Gear wheels and electronic circuits. Okay. So we might even be able to fit that in somewhere in our regular base where most of these get made. You see, I think there's an electronic circuit connector there. So in theory, actually, might as well put it up against here, really. There's no actual useful room. Right, let's see. So if we feed you electronic circuits, I'm not expecting these to need to be made particularly quickly. And if you send things out to a steel box at the moment, how am I going to get gear wheels to you? You know what? Maybe instead of trying to do it somewhere this cramped, I should actually go down here or something. Somewhere has a little bit more space. Especially because we actually have sources of things like gear wheels here. Let me just remove this. Place it with something a bit... split you again. Two of each. Right, so there's nothing particularly between them. So I could actually stick them on the same line. Go. Okay, so we're now automatically building repair packs. So we'll no longer building them by hand, and we will have them whenever we need them. Hopefully. Okay. Bit low on iron again. I don't know if we're particularly low on anything else though. Just grab some iron. Drop these two off. Okay. Train stop, artillery pickup southwest. Right, so I need to load artillery onto a train here, and I also need to load coal onto a train here. So two things I'm going to need to reach. Now, coal is definitely easiest. There we go. Artillery, on the other hand, is probably going to be a bit tricky. We can certainly bring something up here. So the question is, where does the artillery come out? If it's too much bother, we could wait until we have drones, but I'd kind of rather not. Okay, so this is where artillery is actually produced. I suppose it doesn't matter that much if we have to take a slightly convoluted route. Let's see. Essentially, once we have the flying drones, it'll no longer technically be necessary to do things like this anymore anyway, because they can just carry stuff where we need it. So So we're going to make conveyor belts practically obsolete soon. So in theory, one last convoluted mess shouldn't be too big a problem. And actually following the coal line may not be a bad idea, because coal is already going that way, of course. Got our first artillery shell on the conveyor belt already. Excellent. Okay, how much further do we have to go? Not too much further, I don't think. That'd be better to split out to the right next. Honestly, not that sure what this is, so I might just get rid of it. I think it's from a long time ago. If we haven't rebuilt it yet, there's at least a reasonable chance that we never will. Okay, so if I just try to... How do I want to do this? Do I want to go around, or do I want to try and go through? I might be better off trying to go through, actually. I'm going to need a few more of these in order to do that. Okay, So in theory, this is now kind of ready. I suppose I could actually put the train down. So ideally, probably the first place we're going to want to do is here. Unless we want to try and protect some of these as well. I suppose we could try to protect some of these as well. I suppose arguably we also want to branch off and have some artillery in the base, don't we? Which is a thought. Now let's leave you there and let's look at making some artillery for the base as well. And also, where are my copper trains? You stuck there again? That mine is really not producing. Okay. So we know we want an artillery connection to head over to the west. I'm going to need to get some more iron plates, I think. Transport belts too. Okay. So hopefully this all makes sense. We basically set up a path for artillery to go to the Southern Artillery train pickup. And I'm now setting another path up for it to just head out to the west. Because I'm thinking I probably want an artillery train in the base before... not train, an artillery turret in the base before we start worrying about how we're going to deal with the train and where it's going to unload first. Okay. That's not good. You need to come down here. I suppose in theory you could actually go there, but you may as well go next to the radar. Shouldn't matter that much, I don't think. Okay. And here is the reason why we need an artillery train. Because we're still getting a bunch of attacks over here, so this will at least cover a sizable portion of our western wall. So, artillery turret. I keep calling it an artillery train. I have no idea why. It's an artillery turret. Gear wheels, advanced circuits, got those. Might want to pick up some more steel plates, but principally we need concrete. Got some iron plates too, because we do keep running out of those. Steel plates. Concrete. So we are absolutely definitely not ready to start firing this one yet. So, looks like it will be ready to go. But we'll need to let some artillery accumulate here. Right. So before we finish this one, because we're definitely not going to be doing the nuclear properly today, I still wouldn't mind checking the copper mines. Just give them all a bit of a once over. An attack happening on the west wall already. But not damage the artillery before I'm ready to fire it. Alright, let's just check copper mine south again first. Okay, well this looks like it's all going well. Wouldn't hurt to deposit a few more ammo piercing rounds in here, but otherwise that looks pretty good. Okay. That's fine then. Problem is, if I don't let it empty itself a bit, it'll immediately fill up and go on to the next one. Maybe that's not a bad thing though. You can take me to Copper Mine Southwest, I'll just send you back here and you can come and pick me up when you're empty. Yeah, I've lost one there at least. Oh, yeah, I need to make sure you come back here afterwards. Yeah, so not huge, but still worth fixing. So I'm questioning if there's actually anything there. It seems to think there is, so okay, we'll start from there and start clearing stuff. I expect I'm going to be back here before you know it, because that one will probably run out immediately. Might actually say, yeah, it had about 1,000 copper in there. So it won't take too long for that to run out. Yeah, okay, come and get me. I'll just send it back here at the end. Just want to check far southwest again. Might be there's nothing to do here, it just seems to get stuck here more often than the others. No, that does look okay. Okay. Alright, in that case, let's take it back to before it does southwest. And it can carry on from there. It might get stuck in far southwest again. So I suppose the other thing would just be to make sure that the production of artillery shells is unimpeded. In the hope that we can activate another one next time. Let's see. Yeah, other than that, I may well finish there-ish. Okay, so why... Right, there's nothing stopping that, so that's just clogged up, so that's good. It's explosives, isn't it? That was the problem. And the problem with the explosives was coal. This is actually going, you know. So hopefully that's a good sign. So loosely speaking, this path goes north, this path goes south. So I guess we will see where it all ends up. Okay, and our problem here is lack of copper again. Of course it is. Once again, I'm doing a temporary boost at the risk of slowing things down overall. This is just a bit much, really. And at least it'll hopefully help a little. You see, that's not good. None of these are getting through. Okay, that's what's starting to get through. And we have a destroyed turret in Iron Mine. Far southwest, right, fine. Might be ammunition. Okay, well I was going to stop, but let me just sort that out while I'm seeing it. Just get an iron train down here from somewhere. You take me to far southwest, and then I will send you back with Iron Mine West as your next destination. So you head to there. Unload. You can do Iron Mine West, and hopefully you'll then come back and get me. So I've got plenty of ammunition, which is interesting. I mean, it looks like we've been attacked a lot, but then I haven't been here for a while. So, to be fair, it may not be as bad as it looks. It's still going pretty well as well. You know, I might just not worry about it. I might just head up to the copper mine. See whether that newest mine has run out of copper yet. Nope, we're all looking good. Right, I think I should definitely stop there. Can't see any major problems in this area. I forgot this area was combined with one of the solar panels. Oh, well, you could definitely use some more ammunition in that case, since you're covering a wider area. But yeah, might just leave it there. So, okay. That was less interesting than I was hoping. I was kind of hoping we might get the nuclear power running, but I'd really like to get the Covarex process running first. So we're kind of stuck waiting for research again, but we're more or less ready to go with it. We've got the iron, the water, all sorts of things coming in. We fully activated the coal mines artillery, so that's properly covered now. We also worked on the path to the southern artillery train and the path to an artillery down here. So that's probably going to be the next one we activate once this fills up with enough shells. It'll kind of clear this area and stop this wall being attacked. We could go straight out and put an artillery somewhere here, but the problem with that is that not everyone is going to attack this base. So I'll be stood in this base, and maybe this base will start attacking that base, so to speak. Grief. So in a lot of ways it's a lot safer if we start from the base and sort of go out from there. At least we're getting to the point where the base is more or less unassailable. But yeah, I wouldn't mind getting one southern base artillery and one train fed artillery built, just so we can move on from there. But yeah, apart from that, mostly just been checking on issues. I've set up the automated production of our repair packs, and I actually need to pick up some more because those will be used by the drones, so we're going to need a lot of them. We got rocket fuel being made, which we will definitely need for later. But beyond that, we've just been steadily going and checking our mines to keep things running. But yeah, all looks good. I don't know how quickly we'll get this done, whether we'll be able to actually get nuclear power properly working next time, or whether we're going to have another session like this one. But we will keep going and see how it goes. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.